You're listening to Country Music Junkies, hosted by Patrice Whiffen. This week on Country Music Junkies, I'm so pleased to be speaking with Woodstock, Ontario native Doc Yates. How's it going?
I'm doing great, thanks, Patrice. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate your time in chatting with us this week, and we're really pumped to talk to you. This is our first interview, so I want to kind of start at the beginning, and I know you've mentioned on your website and in person that you kind of started this whole music career a little later than, some people do. What made you decide to start pursuing country music as a career?
I just had to be exposed to it, to be honest. I wasn't exposed to music growing up. Obviously, we had music, but I never played anything.
Right.
I never played any. I was like a sports kid growing up, and it wasn't until I did an open mic with a friend. I was just playing a harmonica, and then I got addicted, and the rest I've been working on it ever since.
There you go. Now, you describe your sound as Canadian soul country. Now, for those that haven't heard your music, how would you describe it, and maybe expand on that a little bit?
So there's a lot of bluesy undertones, some rock to it. It's definitely not a classic country sound by any stretch. And then from the Canadian standpoint, I'm trying to keep everything original Canadian as much as I can. So, in the fact that I do all my own writing, everyone in the band's Canadian, and we touch on Canadian themes in a lot of our songs.
There you go. Now, talk to me a little bit about some of the stories that you are telling. You kind of alluded to it, Canadian themes. But what are some of the stories that you're telling?
Well, it depends on which song. If it's a single or if it's one of my acoustic songs. I just had a song I put out this morning acoustically, because I put out songs on YouTube and on Facebook and stuff as well.
Right.
And it was just actually about a good friend of mine from my hometown that passed away in a car accident last year. Aww. So I just put his song out today. So a lot of the songs, because I do write my own songs, some songs you just write because you have to, and so there's lots of personal backstories there.
Right, but I feel like there are also things that can be relatable, even if we didn't particularly go through that exact scenario. They're relatable to the other fans listening to your music, so that's great. Now, talk to me a little bit about Home to the Country. This single is available on your website, but will be released to radio as of September 10th, so if you're interested in hearing that single ahead of time, you can get that at docyates.com. Talk to me a little bit about that single.
Yeah, so that single was something that I had planned to put out quite a while ago. But I met someone named Dustin Bird at the CMAOs this year, and he helped produce that one for me. And yeah, he did an excellent job, because he has his own unique kind of sound, which I like, and it very complemented my sound quite well. And that song, I don't know, it's just a fun country song is what it is. It's got a fun groove to it, and everyone I've played it so far has just really, it's just got a very positive response.
Home to the Country is available at docyates.com. Now, you mentioned on your website that fans can pay for this song with a tweet. Can you describe how fans can do that?
Yeah, so if you go onto my website, onto the music page, you'll see a link there that says pay with a tweet. And whether it's a tweet or a Facebook share, if you do that, you will automatically get sent a free download for the song from a Dropbox link.
Doesn't get much better than that. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it works out great, and because of it, it's really made a huge difference in terms of the socials in the past couple weeks because of it. They've really just been taking off like crazy.
There you go. Well, again, head to docyates.com to check out that single, and you can pay for it with a social media post, which is pretty cool. Now, Doc, you've also got 7 songs available on your website for fans to check out, and a couple music videos. Can we maybe talk about those for a bit?
Yeah, so the music videos I did myself last year or so. And then the other songs that was my very initial release. I was working with a guy I knew basically out of his basement, and then each song, more and more people kept hearing them, oh no, you have to start working with this person, and so the songs and the production, we just kept getting better and better, and that's basically got to me to where I am now. So I worked with Dustin for this one. I'll be working with Jason Berry for my next one, and he's a super nice guy out of Waterloo. He's a producer there, and then there's more, like I said, there's more just acoustic videos basically coming out weekly now on my social media as well, on my Facebook page.
Wow. Well, you got to definitely follow docyates.com, check out all of the different social media links from there and follow along with what Doc is releasing now. I know you write all your own songs, so maybe you can't choose, but is there something that kind of really speaks to you or is really close to you?
No, I'd say the song that always speaks to me the most is whichever one I'm writing at that time.
Okay.
So right now I've got a new song in my head that I'm working on, and that's whatever I'm working on is kind of becomes my new favorite.
There you go. Well, be sure to head to DocYates.com, connect with Doc on social media as well. And what's kind of next for you? I know you've got some songs in the works. You're working with Jason Berry, you mentioned, but what's next in terms of performance?
The next show is the Havelock Jamboree.
There you go. That'll be a lot of fun.
So we're doing the kickoff party for that, and then I'm also singing the national anthem for the Jamboree this year.
Wow.
And then we'll see how things go from there.
There you go. Well, Doc, thanks so much for chatting with us. Be sure to head to DocYates.com to find out more information, and be sure to get that new single, Home to the Country, as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Patrice.